Hey, today we're going to talk about the plant known as Cinnamon Myrtle. And before we get into the uses and benefits of the plant, I'd like to remind you that I'm not a medical practitioner. If you are pregnant and or breastfeeding and or on medication, you may wish to err on the side of caution, and you may wish to also do an allergy test before introducing a new plant into your system. And now that that's out of the way, we can get more into the fun stuff. Now, this is an Australian native plant. It's unlikely that you'll find it growing in other places in the world unless it's been somewhat exported, imported to that area. And of course, I'm only going to recommend you obtaining such a plant if it is local to your area and if you wish to grow it. Again, ensuring that it's going to work well with the plants that you have in your garden, the local environment, and it's in an area where it would potentially usually grow. It's mostly found in rainforests in southeast Queensland and also along the coast of northern New South Wales in Amaroo, aka Australia. If you're going to grow it in your home garden, it would probably reach heights of about 3 meters. But if it's grown in the wild, it can usually grow up to about 7 meters tall. Now, it likes partial sun, usually, and to be planted in an area where it's either west or south facing in your garden. Usually sheltered from cold and dry wind. Now, the uses of this plant that we have uncovered or remembered so far is that it has a lot of properties that help with microbial infections, actually. It can also assist with heartburn, colic, gut digestion, and has a lot of antibacterial properties. Excuse me. It's also quite a calming tea, so you would probably be pretty safe to have it late in the day if you're wanting to use it to wind down. And it was used extensively by a mob in the areas of where it would grow natively, and it was often used as an insect repellent and also a food flavor enhancer. So the leaves can be crushed up when they're dried and then sprinkled into food. You can cook them in there when it's fresh as well. It adds another flavour to your food. And of course it has a bit of a cinnamon flavour mixed in with a very myrtle flavour. So hence the name, well, the white person name, Cinnamon Myrtle. It'll have at least 500 different names as well. And you'll have to speak to the local mob as to which words they use to describe such a plant, and also recommend speaking with mob as to further plant lore stories and practices with this plant as well. If you have any other Australian native plants that you'd like me to share about, welcome to leave that in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next vlog.